Good morning, everybody. This is just a really quick pop-up live. Just decided to do a live um, because I didn't want to go through the process of recording anything today. And it is hot. My AC is not working. We're going to be working on that this morning as soon as the sun comes up here. Hey, Susan, I didn't expect anybody on. How are you doing today? Hey, Joyce, I didn't expect you. I really didn't expect anybody to be on because it's a pop-up live. Good morning, Brenda. How are you? And so the reason for the live is because I wanted to go through a few things that I am doing and making a few announcements. Hey, Deb. Hey, if anybody wants to come on while I'm doing this, I'm just going to pop it in the chat. Yeah, Brenda. I feel like I'm always hot. I was really, really hot last night. And when we woke up this morning, my husband went to set the AC, the temperature, and the it was a lot warmer in the house than it should have been, which meant that I didn't sleep well. Happy birthday, Brenda. Happy birthday to you. I'm not going to sing because I don't want to ruin your day so early in the morning. So it was a really quick pop-up live because I needed to clarify some things as far as the Christmas in July and some other upcoming items. So for Christmas in July, I am not giving an ornament. I know if you've watched some of the other content creators, they said that, oh, Brenda, that's young. You know, the older I get, the younger 63 looks. So, but happy birthday. So anyway, if you've been following the Christmas in July the ornament videos from all the content creators, some of them mentioned that we will be giving ornaments away. I am not giving an ornament. I, yeah, just a baby, Brenda, just a baby. So for my giveaway for the grand finale, or the grand prize winner that we are doing with Mona Did What is I'm giving you a Lego set. That is what the prize will be for the grand prize. For the If you are chosen on my channel, and I will link the video because there's a video that you have to comment on, you will be receiving a jelly roll, a full jelly roll. So a jelly roll for my winner, which would be the semi-finalist, and the finalists will receive a Lego set that you have to put together because it's not so easy, but you will have to put together. And the Lego set, it's a Sallie tomato, and I bought it from Rita. So I bought one for me and one for a future for this giveaway. So that is what you're going to be winning. I think it's so cute. It is so cute. I had my husband put it together because I don't have the patience for that. Um, so yeah, we're doing that. No ornament. I did the video for the ornament that you can make yourself, and it's really, really simple. You can make it with the kids, grandkids, or whomever and play around with it. So that was for clarification. No ornament for me. Thanks, Susan. You know, I love to share and I love to give away. I am also going to be having an ugly fat quarter challenge that is going to start in August 1st and run for the month of August. It is, yeah, I had hey, Mike, how are you? I'm really surprised anybody's here. I just thought I'm going to babble. I didn't want to do a recording this morning. My house is hot. Right, but Deb, those ornaments, you got my address, still waiting for it to come in the mail. So for the Ugly Fat Quarter Challenge, that is going to run in the month of August. You are going to select an ugly fat quarter from your stash. I'm just moving some things. So this is some of my random fat quarters. It has no place. It's not part of a bundle. It either removed out of a bundle. And what I want you to do is choose a fat quarter from your stash that you have no idea what you're going to use it in. Yes, yes. So you don't know what you're going to use it in. And I will be giving details on a video that I will post later before August 1st. But basically, you're going to make a quilt or project that is no more than a mini quilt, so no more than 24 inches. And the fat quarter, you have to use at least 80% of that fat quarter. And you can make it any style you want. You can do a piece quilt, applique quilt, anything. It's going to be a 24-inch wall hanging. I am not going to judge the quilts. This is for a giveaway. I'm not going to judge the quilts. You're going to send a picture to me of the fat quarter and then the final product. And then I'm going to be posting it on my community throughout the month of August. And it's going to be a process of elimination. We're going to have people vote on it. And then whoever gets the most votes will win a Sunbonnet Sue book, as well as a Bunny Tails Fat Quarter bundle. And I got this from Fat Quarter Shop a while ago. And I don't know, I think it has 12 fat quarters from Henry Glass. So more details coming on that. Deb, what is the, oh my gosh, is it about my fat quarters? Gosh, I got some ugly ones in there. I mean, some really, really ugly ones. Um, I am going to participate in making that fat quarter, ugly fat quarter thing challenge, but obviously I'm not going to. You got a lot, you got a lot of ugly. I got a lot of ugly too. I mean, some really, really. Oh, Deb, that's just a little bucket. Um, I have buckets and totes of fabric. Um, yeah. And I got to start using them and doing something with it. So I'm hoping that motivates me to do something with all my ugly fat quarters. And then in the fall, we're going to be doing a quilt along. Um, we are going to be doing a quilt along. Have not, yes, I'm addicted, Deb. I am addicted. Buckets, plural. Yes, Mike, buckets. I'm talking buckets. You know, those so yeah people, they sucker me in and Fat Quarter Shop, and y'all are enablers. So you send me to other sites and I just keep buying and buying and buying. And then I have my Amazon thing where every morning I go in to look. Your hubby gets all the ugly fabric for his tiny scrap quilts. How cute. Okay, so we're going to be doing a quilt along. I have not decided how we're going to work that out. That's going to be in the fall. And I am going to be doing a monthly Zoom at the end of the month, probably on a Sunday starting in August. And it will be for anybody who wants to learn how to free motion quilt on their domestic machine. I am not proficient at it. I do free motion quilt most of my quilts. And so there's a couple people who wanted to learn the basics of free motion quilting. I can't tell you that I will help you any more than possible, but this is I've been working on this because I've been trying to develop some free motion quilting. So I don't know if you can see that in the camera. It takes a while. This block, it's a 12-inch block. It's the pressed flowers. And oh my gosh, that one took me 3 hours. 3 hours just to do that little block. Um, but we're going to be doing a Zoom. It will not be a live. Where that way we can talk, ask questions, and I will give more information on that. And then also coming in the fall is, if you remember, thanks, Mike. Hi, Christy. How are you this morning? If you remember, we discussed this book on a Sundays at 7. Mike bought the book. A couple of you bought the book. And I believe it was Brenda that mentioned this book. We are going to work on a design your own quilt um, book using your own fabric, your own stash. I know you got that book. Yeah, it was. Um, so we're going to use this book and we're going to design our own quilt. And it will teach you how to make a beautiful quilt without having to use a pattern. So if you just want to go ahead and sew, I'm going to put the link for this in the description, as well as some other details about this video. But this is coming in the fall. It's just going to be a really simple project, and hopefully it will have my Leo ate the corner of my couch cushion, made room for yes, yes, because you don't need to replace a couch unless it's going to be a long arm. I mean, got to get rid of it. So what we're gonna do is if you have the book, we are just gonna select an initial block, a starting point. We're going to create that block, and then with the input of everybody else, we're going to determine what we're going to make next. And so you get to learn about sizing, how to size blocks if you want to use a 12-inch, and then include some 6 inches, and creating your own block. That's so funny. Divine furniture invention, reinvention. Wait. I'm trying to read that. So we're going to be doing that. And I'm going to put the link for the book. Now, the link will be my Amazon affiliate link. And so it doesn't cost you more, gets me a little commission, and I'm talking really, really little. However, if you don't want to purchase the book, hey, Joycey, good morning. If you don't want to purchase the book, then you'll be able to find the blocks. They're standard blocks. You can find it on YouTube, on other websites that give you instructions. So we're going to be doing that. A lot of things coming up in the fall. And starting in August, I am also going to try to do morning pop-up lives and maybe a Friday pop-up if my work schedule allows. My work schedule is a little hectic right now, lots of long days. And so I'm going to do some pop-ups. But if you're interested in joining the Zoom classes, then you can just email me when I announce it, but it will be the last Sundays of the month, except during the holidays, I think. But we'll see. We'll just play it by ear. And the Zooms will be in the afternoon or early afternoon because that's when I function. Can't do it at 7 o'clock at night. Other than that, I don't have. Yeah, that Zoom's gonna be fun, and one of the things about free motion quilting is that you really don't need a long arm. Now, you do have to work with the machine that you have. I sew on a Janome. It's not the high-end Janome, but it does have a lot of space for me to work on. So I can actually free motion quilt and a king size quilt on my machine without any problems. It just takes a little bit more manipulation. And you can get your quilts done a lot faster if you learn how to meander. You have a Janome? I love my Janome. I love my Janome. I know everybody talks about Jukis and they talk about brothers and baby locks. But I have really, really loved my Janome, and if I was to replace my machine, I would just go for a higher end Janome. I am actually looking at that because I also want to do some um, embroidering, and but that's kind of expensive. So I'm hoping my husband gets the hint and just lets me take out a mortgage on my house so I can go buy a 20 something thousand-dollar sewing machine. But um, so anyway, I feel like I'm sweating, y'all. It's so humid and hot in here, and I'm waiting for my husband to get out there and fix the air conditioning and hope. Yours embroidered? See, mine doesn't. I have a Horizon. When I purchased it, it was because I wanted something faster and something that I could learn how to free motion quilt on. I used to sew on a Singer that my I think it was a Singer Cadence or something that my granddaughter sews on now. It's her machine, and it was a more expensive machine. Yeah, they're really expensive, but, so I invested some money in my machine, but I did not want to invest too much because I did not know at the time if I would be how much I would like free motion quilting and if it was a craft I was gonna continue on with. And now that I've invested all these dollars into fabric, I guess I'm stuck quilting because, yeah, I think I just have an addiction, and we all talk about this all the time. So anyway, oh, going back, you haven't used it? See, hey Zaza, I would be using it. I love playing with thread. I mean, one of the things I enjoy the most is playing with thread and learning about thread. You have 3 Jukis? The Juki, when I looked, and because I used to watch Kimberly Jolly all the time, and she sews on the Juki, big on the Juki, but I wanted more than a straight stitch because of my love of thread, and I have a lot of thread. Yeah, you see, Christy, I'm the same way. I'm absolutely the same way. I want a long arm, but I want an embroidery machine. And so I have to determine what I want to put my dollars towards and what's going to give me the most joy. I could get a long arm, but I don't have the space for it, first of all. But I also like the idea of just sitting down and playing under the needle. And I also enjoy the art that thread can make, and I don't know if I would have as much control of a long arm because I'm not proficient at it as I would my sewing machine. So I may do a cutie something in the future, but I really like free motion quilting my quilts. And I have a habit of some of my quilts that I make for my grandkids is that I will actually write on the quilt. So I will free motion words like "I love you very much," "Love me, ma," or something like that. So I love being able to have that control under my sewing machine. And I don't know if my back could handle standing up for such long periods of time because I'm short, and that's a lot of leaning over. So And then I heard with free motion quilting that you don't that one of the things, I mean, with the long arm, one of the things I heard was that you cannot turn your quilt or your project on a long arm like you can on a machine. So, yeah, I love it. I love it. And so with the quilt that I'm making, with I actually started the other block and you can't see it, but my plan is to do something different on every block so I can practice. It's going to actually turn into a wall hanging for me. Um, like this one here, this one here that I did a lot of free motion quilting on this to learn, but I use some basic designs. And so what I do is I just get a book or a piece of paper. My throat space is just about 10 inches. It says that it's 11, but I can only actually get a 10-inch working space under it. So that's plenty of space, and it's high enough that you can actually turn your quilt over while you're working on it. And so that works out really well. I would not ever get anything if I ever invested in another sewing machine. It would not be less than a 10 or 11 inch. I would go for a longer inch. And I saw where Janome has some very big ones. I think it is their MK series. I have a Janome. So it is the Janome Horizon, which was in the $2,500 range when I invested it. And the first Janome that I looked at was actually 10,000. And I said, and my husband just said, "Well, you just started quilting. You've only been quilting for a year. Do you really want to invest that much?" And he was right. Um, but I will be getting, hopefully in the next year or so, as I save up some money, I am going to upgrade with a little bit bigger throat space. Let's see. I Brenda said I rent long arm time helped me to mark quilt with air away. Brenda, I do not have anybody here. I don't have anybody here that quilts. I don't have a quilt shop. There is no place. I do not know of anybody that has a long arm that provides quilting services that rents anything out. So I was really forced to do it. Oh, Zaza, you got a Genome too? Yeah. The 98. So tell me a little bit of that Genome. How much is the throat space? What can it do? Is that the one that embroiders? Y'all give me your opinions because I'm really looking into investing and I want to do that. Hey, did y'all see everybody's Mike's and Deb's um Christmas in July videos? Mike's was so cute. It makes me want to paper craft. And Deb had these little mittens that I'm waiting for mine in the mail. Waiting and waiting. Sis is not showing me any love. But y'all need to tell me a little bit about that Janome. So I wasn't planning on staying here long. Like I said, that I just decided to do a pop-up live. It is hot here. I wanted to make some clarifications about that the Christmas in July. So again, for Christmas in July, you are going to for you've been asked for more glitter. Christmas in July for the grand prize that is being drawn on Mona's Live on August 1st. You are going to get a little Sallie tomato Lego set that you will have to put together. And I'm going to tell you, if you win, there are no instructions in the bag. You have to scan the code and watch the video or instructions. I don't know, but my husband did a few curse words while he was putting it together, and he puts Legos together. So there was a little bit of cursing that went on. Um, but that's what you're winning. And from my channel, you will be winning a jelly roll. Now, it might not be this jelly roll, but you will be winning a full jelly roll. And so that's about, let's see, it's 11 or in it's a new version with a few extras like stitch regulator. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm really gonna look at it. Christmas is coming, and my husband could make it for me. He could buy it for me. He could show me how much he loves me by buying me a better. He's standing on the other side of the door. Um, he um He could buy me one. He could show me how, and then I have an anniversary coming up, and I think, 34-year anniversary, that's worth a better machine too. So, but anyway, I know Sean is coming on at 8 o'clock. If my husband can get my air conditioning fixed, we have some errands that we need to run. But so yeah, y'all look for some videos on the end at the end of once the video is over, the description for the the ugly fat quarter challenge that is going to be going on in August, all of that will be in there. And then I will probably put more information on my community tab because sometimes it's just easier to type things out. Yeah, they were all of them are cute, and I cannot remember her name, but she did the little block ornaments, and I just cannot remember her name, but it those little block ornaments were really cute. I looked I looked at the Berninas, but I do not wanna have to remember to oil them after every couple of hours, and the Janome, for anybody that's, looking, you don't have to oil. The only maintenance is annually you have to take it to the spa and get it all oiled up. And of course, if the wick gets a little dry, hey Joe, if the wick gets a little dry, just a drop of oil and everything is fine. If you try to oil a Janome, you get a whole bunch of gunk that comes out of the machine, and you don't want that because that damages your piecing or whatever you're doing on it. Um, and it's really tough. It's a tough machine. I'm really, really happy with it. I don't know if I would like the smaller machines. I've heard some things about the smaller machines, and it could be that it just doesn't go as fast and it doesn't do what I want it to do. Yeah, now I will tell you that when I purchased my Janome, that they sent the wrong one of the wrong plates. And so I called the dealer that I purchased it from who got a hold of Janome, and I received it by the end of the week. They just exchanged the plates, no questions asked. Yeah, so I just love my Janome. So yeah, for all those people who have Jukis and everything, they look like powerful, great machines, but if you want to expand your quilting and what type of quilting, you just want to look at some of the other machines and what your budget allows. But the Janome does a lot. And again, I am looking to expand my Janome, and then maybe I will set two up and have one that is always for free motion quilting and one that does the embroidery and the other types of items like applique. And um, I'm actually learning how to applique with my free motion foot. So I have a little bit more flexibility in how I do that. But anyway, so this was just a short pop-up. I'm surprised. Hey, Melanie, I'm surprised you all were here. I didn't expect anybody to come in. I was just going to talk to myself like a fool on the camera, but I'm glad you all are here. Deb and I go live tomorrow at 7 a.m., and some of this will probably be discussed. But thanks, Mike. But look for information about the Zoom if you want to free motion quilt. If you are a free motion quilter and you would like to share some of your knowledge, I would love for you to join. Hey, Sandra. I would love, hey, Canadian Family Life. I would love for you to join us on that Zoom. It will help me because I'm always wanting to learn techniques and styles and how people do things. So you are more than welcome to join that and give us uh, your knowledge and your information, and we'll learn how to free motion quilt together. So you're practicing. It is so fun. It is so fun. And what I say is the biggest thing is be not afraid. You got to do it like you're 16 years old driving for the first time. Just put your foot on that pedal and go. Melanie, you have a unique. Okay. But yeah, so look for that. The free motion quilting Zooms will not start into August. There's some things going on at work, so I need to finish that up. I love you. What did you say? You're going outside to do the air conditioning. Okay. I love you. Sorry. Gotta be sweet to him so he can get that air going. Wait, excuse me. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here so you all can get your coffee, get ready, and get to watch Sean's. If I don't make it to Sean's, tell Sean I said hi, but it's hot. Um, and I will give you more information. Love you all. You guys are the best. And I really, really appreciate your support. And I plan on doing these more. It's just a really quick pop-up live. And I'll see y'all later. But look for the descriptions, look for the community notes, and I will make sure that I get more information out with dates, times, and everything else. You know what? Joy T, it's so funny because I keep asking him, you want to just come on a morning live with me? Nobody's going to be watching. Nobody's going to be watching. But you can email me with your letter emails and just tell him why I need one, and then I will share that with him and see if it influences him at all. um but yeah, I really want to look at one. I am going to do a lot of research because if I get some ice. Yeah, I do have ice. And I think he can fix it. I think he just has to go out there in in the South or places that get really hot. Your AC units will freeze up, so you have to actually water it out, wash it out. So that's what he's going to go out and do, and and hopefully the condenser didn't go out and need to be replaced again. Yeah. But, yeah, my husband's a sweetie, but he won't come on camera. And if you ever watched Sonny and Cher, we have a Sonny and Cher relationship whenever we're out on public, and sometimes people think we're mean at us, but that's how we love each other, just kinda do those little cut downs. We've been together so long that, w you know, and my email is awkwardquilterga@gmail.com. So yeah, go ahead, write them, tell them all about it, send pics. Oh, that is good. Yes, the Sonny and Cher thing. We're not sweet together. I'm telling you, when we're in public, we're not sweet. And in fact, I remember one time and it's been years ago, we were in church and we were just, being how we are, loving each other how we love each other. And I was told by a very rude person that that was not appropriate for church. So, I mean, whatever. However, we're not members of that church anymore. 43 years, it's a long time. And as you get your relationship grows over the years, you just develop a comfort space. And I don't see anything wrong with the way my husband and I joke around, because life is hard. It's not always going to be kisses and roses and chocolate candy. You make it through some hard times and you develop a way to cope. And I think the more he teases me, the more I love him because that means he accepts me for who I am in all aspects. Um, Even if he tells me, my booty's getting a little bit bigger or something because of the weight I've put on over the last couple of years, but too much information. But anyway, I'm really going to get off of here. I love y'all. Thank you so much for your continued support. Go ahead and email me. Look for my community notes to get involved on some of those things. I'm really looking forward to the Fat Quarter Challenge, the Ugly Fat Quarter Challenge, because I want to see what y'all do with ugly fat quarters. And remember, if you join it and you win, you get the Sunbonnet Sue book and a pack of fat quarters from the fat quarter shop. So, love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Go watch Sean, get your coffee, and I will see you tomorrow morning if you can join us, or I'll catch you in the chat somewhere. I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Bye, everybody. I am ending the stream. Bye.